Hey, it's William. Welcome to XYPlot tutorial. Okay, in this video, I'm going to solve a very interesting problem, and it's the problem that bugged me for a pretty long time. Is that I can only generate like one image at one time. Okay, and I wait for a really long time, and I generate image, and I save that say to a specific output file. And then I fine tune a little bit and change that, and fine tune a little bit and change that. But I think, hey, this is good. But what about the previous one? I want to compare, okay? And I don't want memorize all the result. I don't want to do that. So here comes to this video. This video will help you because it will greatly improve the efficiency. And yeah, ironically, it's called efficiency node. Okay. I don't know where is ironic. Yeah, sorry, English is not my first language, so yeah, so it can save you a lot of time. Okay, so in order to do that, you can install the efficiency node. By the way, so install custom node, and just wait a bit, and yeah, okay. So you just search efficiency, and you can get this JAX 111. This is previously it's not a JAX. It's like a I don't know. It's another guy Lucio no Cirino. Okay, that guy amazing, but he's no longer maintaining this repository. So it's like fork that, and JAX 111 maintain this. So you just search that you will. You install that and you restart this, and then you can follow along. So basically, it will give you a result like this. Okay. So for example, if I want to test the different sampler, okay, or scheduler, sampler and scheduler, yeah. So basically, just I want to use different the activation function for the model, but I don't want to go too specific. It's just basic neural network, and the function is that when you reach a threshold, I'm going to trigger that node. Yeah. But by the way, if you're really interested, I also got a completely new series in my other channel called Code with William Jamming. By the way, I also got a coding channel. This is learn digital art channel. Okay, but I'm a programmer. So yeah. By the way, if you're interested, you can check it out. And yeah, let's go back here. So basically, if you compare this node, this model. Without memorizing or save that to a specific place and then compare that, you can use this efficiency node and can get a result like this. So basically, you can say try that, randomize that 3 or 4 times, and each time it will give you a specific result. And as you can see, you got different results of a girl that is standing at the top of a building holding a katana. It basically is a knife, and I added that to the positive prompt here. Okay, a photo of beautiful woman on top of a building holding a katana, and then I can get a lot of results. As you can see, we got x-axis of a seed, and a different seed will have a different style of the girl. Okay, so as you can see, all this left column, the girl is wearing black dresses, and this center one will wear red dresses, the right one with white dresses. Different seed will result in different kind of style, different kind of iteration of the final result. And of course, then you can compare. Even if you got the same exact seed, you use different model, different the activation function. You can use normal, you can do Keras, you can do exact, you can use sigma u and the simple, all that. You can get a very different result. So for example, if you look really close, this girl is of course her hand is all messed up. Doesn't really matter. But if you compare here, the face is messed up a little bit, but the hand is kind of okay, and you just got some sort of a sword, but without this part. Okay, so different model do have a different result. So you guys can see and compare the results. Okay, I believe this is better. Okay, and of course I believe this seed is much better than that one. And of course the sword doesn't make any sense. Okay, it's like you got a sword here and got a sword here. Doesn't make any sense. It's AI, of course. That's the reason. I'm sort of like feel pretty lucky that doesn't make sense. Maybe it's my skill of using comfyUI, but as a digital artist, I feel I'm pretty lucky that it doesn't make sense, because that's where we step in and make it make sense. Okay, so yeah, and as you guys can see, if you use like a Euler DMU model, okay, you even got the same seed, but the closest change. I don't know why. But just you know, if you got like this XYPlot, you can compare things very easily. Okay, and by the way, if you want to know that, I'm not going to like waste your time doing that from scratch, but I will like make a variation of this on this video, so don't worry about that. Let me quickly go through all this. Okay, after you have clicked the manager, you install the custom node of efficiency node, you can already use all this like efficient loader, all that. Okay, and if you want to see the result like this, okay, like this, so at the efficiency node case sampler here, you can actually see the result as is generating. So if you want to see that, you can click manager. I believe the default is a preview method. Default is auto or none, very fast. I recommend change that to slow, but TAESD. Okay, so this way you can actually see the result while it's generating, and once everything is finished, you can see this XYPlot. Okay, let me quickly go through this. So first, you need to get the efficient loader, and it can plug in like a different model. Okay, let me quickly give you this. So efficiency and efficiency loader. You can use the efficient loader or efficient loader SDXL. Since I'm using SDXL, you can use this. Okay, and then you can get like a LoRa stack or CNET, and then you can choose the tensor. I'm using the SDXL, the base model, so BASE. I'm going to search it. Got here, and of course you can even add a refiner here. So the default will got no refiner. I recommend add a refiner. So refine. Okay, you search for the refiner and you get more options here. And the base clip skip, I recommend -1. Default is -2. You can try that as well. Just you know, just skip 2 steps before the end of the generation. Sometimes the result is better, but not necessarily so. So there is like magic. Okay, but I recommend just you know, don't skip like too much. Okay, and of course this I recommend is -1. You can switch that to 2.5. Doesn't really change a lot, but it's better. It's better. So it's just my personal experience. If you like your specific model and your specific settings that works, you can do that. You can do you. Okay, and then you choose you type in the positive clip as well as the negative clip. Okay, and all that XLs, tuple, we get latent, we get VAE, we got dependencies, all that. Let me just delete this because I just did that. All that will be connected to the efficiency node. So these 3 will be connected to the case sampler, but it's from the efficiency node. Basically, you know, this can give you a lot of settings rather than using the like a simple case sampler. Okay, and you can like accept all this input, and yeah, and this output here will be just a preview or save image. Okay, and in order to see this, sometimes if you can't see it, maybe it's because you haven't like maximized this thing, so you need to click here and you need to drag it down. So sometimes you can't see it, you need to like drag it down to give you sufficient space in order to see it, and of course then you can like zoom it in really to actually see the results. Of course, all the fun goes here. So we got like a script. Let me just get wider. Okay. So right now I got the seeds batch, I got like a 3 batch. That's the reason I got 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, like 3 seeds for your testing. And if you like a specific seed, you can keep that. Okay, and of course I like a randomly generated seed, so just I have no bias. Okay, and of course the randomness is not like a true randomness, so you do have bias, but that's not what we can discuss in this video. Okay, so the batch count 3. Of course, if you're like going crazy, you can get a 6, something like that. 10. You just spend more time because it's like a this and this. You need to like multiply that. So if you're like a really long and really good input in x-axis and y-axis, will generate a tons of image, and sometimes you will make that crash the whole program. All right, so I prefer just the 3. Like I believe the default is like 3, something like that, and I use the sample line scheduler, so I can. By the way, it's not default this way. Default to 3, something like that. Okay, I use 6 because I can use all the model that I can choose. Okay, so I can get like all things here, so you can like carry out. And then you're going to plug into the XYPlot. So I believe it's fairly easy. This one, if you plug to the X, it will just show as the X. It will be plugged to Y, it will be shown as Y, and yeah, that's basically it. And all this is like a spacing flipped, whether you can flip it, orientation, like cache this model or true, and yeah, the output image, it will be an image. Of course, you can change that to your plot. Doesn't really matter, but you need to plug that to the script. Sometimes I forgot to plug in the script, and the whole thing wouldn't work, and just get a simple one image out, and it doesn't look too good. And yeah, that will be the like a really simple one. But that's not all for this video. I'm going to show you how to just play around and test a lot of things. XYPlot is a fairly powerful tool, and yeah, I'm going to show you. So in order to have, let's say, other things tested rather than just have a sampler or scheduler, you can do something like this. Of course, I already saved this whole workflow, so if you're interested, you can I will share that maybe the Google Drive, so you can just click and download it. Okay, but I'm going to just remove this node. So you just remove the X node, remove the Y node, and what I'm going to do is to get it out and then add node. As you can see, it was already like a filter that for me, so we can get like input, seed, batch, all that. We can even go steps and got like CFG scale. CFG scale is really good. I'm going to demonstrate that later, but right now let me just like do the playing vanilla ways of doing this. So basically, I'm going to search XY input, and we can even go to like a checkpoint. Let's try checkpoint. Okay, so basically you can have multiple checkpoints as a input. So for example, we get this like the target base refiner model, and we can get input mode, a name, and yeah, and we can get like a multiple model here, so we can get like anime model, we can get the base refined, all that, and yeah, normal map, shadow 1, realistic vision. Okay, maybe this one is good as well. And yeah, of course you can I haven't like downloaded a lot of checkpoints yet, so I'm going to just make do with just a few. Okay, because I got like tons of checkpoints to load, so you will wait a little bit, but as you can see, it's gradually generate image. Okay, and yeah, as you can see, it's gradually like from noise generate the image, and it's look great. I believe that because I like change different model. Okay, because I used like an anime, so it's yeah, a little bit like an anime. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to pause it here because the generation will like take a lot of time. So yeah. Okay, maybe because the instance that I made It's not good enough, and the generation is really slow, and sometimes you will crash. So maybe if I run that locally and I have like a really powerful machine, I might do like a better. But right now, it's kind of okay. It's like the second or third time I run this, so yeah, just do be patient, okay? And if you're like wondering what's going on, you can like go back to the terminal and see this progress bar. And yeah, I believe that's pretty much it. And okay, I finally get the result. I finally get the result after like a really long wait. And I accidentally like clicked that another time, so you have to wait and more. But the result is already here. So as you guys can see, it's become a plot. So basically, you can test different like a 3 batch, so 3 seed generate, but with different model, different checkpoint. As you guys can see, it's like a complete different style. I don't know what style is this. Okay, I believe this should be like the approximately same style. By the way, if you want to get like a grid result rather than like a final result, you can change the XYPlot here. We got KSampler output image. You change that from images to plot, and you can get the plot result. As this KSampler will show the like real-time generation, and the final result you can see this like a plot sort of version of the saved image. Okay. After a pretty long minutes of wait, I believe like a 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, that's really long. And I finally got the result, and so basically they already got the result, but since it's like transfer using Cloudflare, so it will not like show that directly because of internet speed. And I just checked the Google Drives, and it's fairly large. It's like 19.7 MB. It's a really large image, and so you can I believe that you can like really zoom in. Okay, this looks pretty good. In fact, so for example, you got different seed, and you got like animation Excel. You got like a sort of anime sort of feeling. Sometimes it will not give you like a 100% result. So what heck is this? If you look at this, it's like a failed anime. And but the rest looks pretty good. You got like a really basic like a base for your next creative process. It's like you can use this as it's not a reference per se, but it can sort of like set the mood. And we got the Excel base, also realistic version. Just you can compare the different model for a different work or different scenario. It works pretty good. And of course, you can change a lot of things. So for example, you can you can just double click, and not double click, but rather just add node. And I believe we can got this load. We got this. Where is this like is efficient node? Okay, I can't find it. So yeah, I believe it's like a loader or something like that. To generate LoRa upscale video model. Yeah. Yeah. So here it finally shows the result. Okay, it's because you're going to transfer a huge like a big chunk through the internet. Yeah, I'm not going to find it. I'm just going to like X, Y, and of course you can get like a different input. You can like a seeds. Of course you can use the CFG scale. It's really interesting. Let me just unplug this using the scale, because scale can actually show the step-by-step generation process. It's amazing. Let me test it. Let me test this. So what I'm going to do is to unplug this batch as well. Let me just put it like downside. Okay, so the scale will be in the y-axis. The x or y doesn't really matter. Of course, you can flip it even. Right now, I'm going to use x on y, and I'm going to use XY inputs steps. Okay, so you can change, say how many steps is better for this cognitive generation. So if you like watch other people's video, you say, hey, just input a certain number here. That number is like the result of trial and error. So you can do it right now by using the XYPlot. So X or Y, I'm going to plug in Y. Okay, and we got this the steps. We can target parameter. We get like steps. Start at a specific step or end at a specific step. So we can say the batch count to I don't know, maybe the first step and last step batch count. Let me count to 10 and 10 to yeah, maybe not too much. Okay, you don't want like going too crazy, but I just want to like test it. It's just for fun, Okay, and the batch count, let's start with 10. And the first, you can start with like a 2 and all the way to like a 20. Okay, 2 to 20, and yeah, it's just some experiments, and without using all this model. And of course, you can choose plot, so you can actually got this like a plot result. Okay, I'm going to run this, and I'm going to pause this video because it will like spend a lot of time generating. Okay, and yeah, see you in a while. Okay, I waited for nearly an hour. Maybe it's the spec that, and then I'm like initialized instances is too low, but hey, I finally got the result. So basically, yeah, it's still I believe the Cloudflare maybe not be like have that amount of data in order to transfer this over the internet. But when I check the Google's drive, because I mount my drive and the output and save to my drive. So basically, this files 155.3 MB. So it's very big, and I believe you can like zoom in and you can see really high definition image. Okay, and as you guys can see, we got this CFG. Okay, so basically CFG is a classifier free guidance. So it scale determine how aggressive the sampler should be, like in realizing the content of the prompt. Okay, but that does not mean that the like the CFG is like if you set that really high, the image quality will be pretty good. If you look at this, so for example, if you want to compare, okay, let's use this comparison like using the same step. So let's look at the final steps at here. So step 100. Okay, so if the CFG is like 2.0, you can see the result like this. Okay, let me just zoom in. I don't know why this like the hand is missing, but if your CFG like add a little bit, it will be something like this. If you continue to add with something like this, continue to add something like this, so it's like a follow more and more to my guidance. Okay, follow more and more, and I don't know, maybe it's a transfer, still transferring the data. Okay, but yeah, you got idea. It's just yeah, not necessarily better. And if you look at here, the more steps that you iterate, so the right side is the XY axis. Okay, so more steps that you experience does not guarantee a better result. Okay, so basically, if you look at left and right, the left the hand is a kind of a pass, but our right side is just to go crazy. Okay, so if you look at left, this may be pretty good, but the hand is definitely messed up. But this one is better than this one, because at least this one is like hands separated and going together. Okay, and this one does a pretty good job of hand, but really bad at the I think the arm is like twisted and the bone is broken some way. Yeah, so the step, the more step does not necessarily guarantee a better result. The more like the the higher the classifier free guidance level does not guarantee a better result. You have to find this, like the sweet spot. Okay, so I believe if you like set that to really low but CFG to really high, you can get a funny silhouette effect that can they can be used as your artwork. I believe this is has done a pretty good job. Okay, so yeah, basically you can get a lot of results for a one workflow and compare and then single out that specific settings, and then you can test more and fine tune more on that setting. At least from my personal experience, from my current like the specs, is really time consuming, and so maybe you'd better like to improve your drawing skill, and you can do things better and quicker, hopefully. But do have a lot of potential, and do have a if you think that you're stuck, you can check it out. You can get the back end. If you like work at the Colab, we can check it here. If you like work it out locally, you can check the terminal, and you can see the like a step-by-step information and see this not freeze is still working. Okay. Oops. So that's nearly half an hour. But in fact, I'll record this. I'll record nearly like a few hours of wait and test and error. So if you're still there, do please give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And stay tuned. I will bring you more about my experiments and also my learning process of learning digital art. Okay, I'm Wayne. Join me. This is learning digital art, and see you next video. Bye. Really bye. I'm trying to pause this video. Sorry.